you taped your show, but you taped it in front of a live audience, and then you had a chance to fix it later on.
We never fixed it.
You never fixed it. You went out of your way to keep the mistakes because that was the goal.
That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be a live show, but we couldn't do it live in that studio because there were no flies for scenery and stuff, so we had to move the scenery back and forth. So, but I said, I don't want to stop if anything goes wrong in the sketch, unless the scenery fell down and hit us in the head and knocked us out, you know.
Right.
But otherwise...
I still think that would have been golden.
And you know, we probably would have still...
You probably would have done it, yeah.
Yeah, so there were times when you would see in some of the DVDs that we've released, you see the mic coming in, the boom coming in, and one time Steve Lawrence and I were doing a sketch and Take Off on Double Indemnity, and we're sitting on the couch, and you see a stagehand's hands coming in, moving a piece of the table.
Right.
We left it in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, you would exploit things like that. You guys would love to, if someone started to break in a scene or if something started to go wrong, just let that happen.
Yes.
It lets the humanity come through.
Well, absolutely, but we never broke up on purpose.
Right.
It was always Tim's fault. You know, because
that makes perfect sense, yeah.
We would do
Tim Conway would go out of his way to try and make the rest of you
well, yeah. Well, we would do 2 shows on a Friday. The first show, and we taped both of them, and the first show was a dress rehearsal, and he would do it just exactly the way we'd rehearsed it. Then he would go to the director, and he said, have you got all the shots for the, yeah. Okay, in the second show, for instance, in the hotel room sketch, when I walk over to the window, instead of being on a waist shot, be on me head to toe. And that's all he would tell the director.
Yeah.
And because he'd be doing some kind of shtick at the window that he'd never done before.
Andy tells us that, but it's usually something dirty.
Yes.
I confess.
I've had a lot of work done from the waist down. I want to show it off.
You know, something occurred to me. Obviously, one of your great mentors, a good friend of yours, Lucille Ball, great physical comedian.
Yeah.
You, I think, and sometimes I think you surpassed her physicality in the things that you would try to do. You were kind of fearless.
I was. I taught myself to do stunts. Nobody ever taught me how to do it. And it's, I'm amazed I never broke a bone or, you know, but I had a few bruises. But the first time I ever did a stunt was back in the covered wagon days when I was on the Gary Moore show. And we were doing a sketch that Neil Simon wrote. He was a junior writer on the show.
That's pretty amazing when you're doing a sketch show and Neil Simon's one of the writers.
Right, and so we were doing this thing, and it was a hospital set. And I came in, and Durward Kirby, who was the other regular, was all bandaged, and I came in and I said, oh, Jack, how are you? He said, not too great, Jill. And I said, but Jack, why'd you have to go up the hill? And he said, well, he said, I went up to fetch a pail of water. I said, and then you fell down? He said, yeah, I broke my crown. And then the doctor comes in and says to me, Jill, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I'll just go tumbling after, and I'm supposed to jump out of a window.
Right, right.
So the producer came to me and said, you know how to jump out of a window? You know how to do? Sure.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I wanted the gig. You know?
Yeah. When you're young and you're hungry, the answer is always yes.
Yeah, I can do it.
You betcha.
So comes a time we're going to do it, and we're on the set. I'll just go tumbling after. I jumped out of the window, and I landed on a mattress, and I sat up, and I said to everybody, oh, thanks for the mattress.
You didn't know there'd be a mattress there?
No, it never occurred to me to look out to see what I was...
Oh, thank you. This is so nice.
What a lucky coincidence. This mattress was here.
Yeah. We did a scene, Andy, this is with you. Just a couple of months ago, we did a scene where it ended where Andy's supposed to get mad at me and throw me through a window right there. And we didn't really rehearse it too much, but they said there's going to be a mattress there on the other side, and I'll land on it. So Andy's a big, strong guy. He threw me real hard, and I helped and jumped. Do you remember this? And I go flying through the window, and I'm in the air flying on the other side of the window, and I look, and I see the mattress is about this wide, and I see it sail past me. And then bang! Hit a bunch of cameras and cables and stuff. Bunch of stagehands. Yep, we got a bigger mattress. We'll use that next time.